Cosmo video scopes for November 2013. This is just a brief overview. You're looking at the new moon eclipse on the 3rd of November, the Uranus square Pluto, and this is the 4th square in 7 all the way up to 2015. Jupiter turns retrograde on the 7th, we've got Mercury going direct on the 10th, and we've got Neptune turning direct on the 13th. So it's really going to be quite an intense month, a game changer. I think for a lot of people, we're all going through a big cycle between now and the end of the year of decluttering, closure on old relationships, letting go of fears, letting go of patterns, letting go of old ways. Scorpio rules the sex life, the finances, the divorce, the manipulation, the reproductive organs. So you're trying to get the power back in some way in your life, or take charge of your life. That's what Scorpio is asking you to dig deep into the side of your life, to get rid of some fears. If you want to be loved, or you don't like being out there physically, it's asking you to look at and to bare your heart and your soul in some way. Scorpio is death and rebirth, so it's letting go of the old you, the old ways and the old situations, in order to bring something new that can blossom and grow. Any seeds that get planted really now in people's lives around March, April will start to blossom, and that is new relationships, or if you start a business, anything that you'd be looking at, saying you've been renovating a property and you want to sell it. March, April are the months when the doorway opens back again. What we're looking at is the Uranus square Pluto on November the 1st, and this is the 4th time that it comes into a square, so we're ploughing our way through till 2015, and this happens in your 5th house, Sagittarius, of romance and creativity. So what that means around the 1st is it'll affect you either in your romance side or your creativity flair. And if your creativity flair, need to put my false teeth in, is connected towards new work, new business, media, marketing, putting yourself out there on the world web, then that's how it will play out in your life. It's connected to the 2nd house of money or earned income, which is linked to Taurus. So you're looking at ways really with your creativity of making yourself more money. So it's how can you use your strength, your willpower, your gifts, your creativity, your talents, and allow to make a success maybe of your creativity in a business in some way. Maybe it's your work, maybe you work for yourself, maybe you're actually going to publish something or put it online. Maybe your creative talents are going to be getting you to draw something or make something of your own and market it or publish it to make money. All about growth. It's about bringing in extra income or financial abundance. The new moon eclipse conjunct Saturn on November the 3rd. The new moon falls in your 12th house of hidden matters and I can't get me false teeth, in the spiritual realm. So again, sometimes you could be psychic, you could be very intuitive, it could be something hidden, or you're keeping hidden from other people. This will be a very intense eclipse that combines the power of Scorpio and literally the Saturn energy, and the energy of Saturn is really very much, you may feel like it's drawing you around the eclipse in a big way, sitting or wanting to be in your own space, meditating, yoga, listening to your dreams and your intuitive side, which is what the 12th house is very much connected with. This will allow you to restructure and recharge in your spiritual energies. We all need to recharge at some point, and for some of you out there, with the Mars energy that's been about push, everybody's either been doing too much, reaching the goals on a diet or the gym, or pushing themselves with work. So sometimes it's a little bit of November about retreating and rethinking and restocking and relooking at your life to some degree. Mercury turns direct, so that's the communication starting to flow forward, and when Mercury returns to the direct motion on the 10th, you've got the power of your mind being more concentrated, and the focus and the ability will be enhanced at that point. So any misunderstandings will be cleared up at that particular point. Then you have Jupiter turning retrograde on the 7th, and Jupiter changes direction in your 8th house on the 7th, and this is the house of rebirth and sexuality and discipline, and the 8th house rules Scorpio, so you very much be looking at something slowing down in your sexual side. You might be slowing down sexually. You could be looking at your reproductive organs for women, things slowing down. You could be slowing things down about spending money or looking at your finances. You might have had a divorce going and things are slowing down. But that's literally all about the 8th house. And this will be a powerful time for you emotionally, maybe even psychically and spiritual, for those that are connected to the spiritual realm, to rethink, to tread carefully with your feelings or what you share with others. It's all about honesty and communication. Looking into business and partnerships for Sagittarians, ways to make new money or more financial gain, because you like the stability of the finances and you have that ability to earn and work hard. Neptune turns direct on November the 13th, and the sign that likes to explore and travel and be out and about is Saggy. So Neptune will take you through an emotional deepening. Sometimes you have to go deep emotionally to come out the other side, to change in some way, so you'll feel more connected to family or traditional ways instead of being out and about. And this will be a time for you to maybe grow through your intuition or your soul path or your spiritually awareness within your own life. We all have certain times where spiritually we need to go through this growth period. Through divorce we need to grow and learn. You know, through death and loss we need to grow and learn. So for everybody it's different, but it's very much for Sagittarians. It's going to be a month of, we're nearly hitting your sign, so you're all in the power zone now of decluttering, looking at your life. Anything that you maybe started in May, so if you started a money making scheme in May and didn't continue with it, what it's going to say to you is, oh, hang on a minute, let's relook at that money making scheme. Can we rework it? Can we re-edit it? Do I need to let it go? Can I look at it? Can I take it forward and make money? Maybe the time's right now for you in November, but you're very much going to be looking at your finances in a big way, but also connecting more with home and family. A lot of you will be looking and working at your goals, whether it's financial goals or your health goals. So a very busy time, a bit of a shake-up really for Sagittarians. But again, instead of being more outwardly bound, maybe you're going to be inwardly sitting and thinking in order what you're going to be doing next. As I've done with all the signs, I will take the tarot cards and then do a version of a tarot spread combined with the astrology. So you've just had an astrology overview, and what I will do now is 4 or 5 cards, one for each week, and an overview of November with the tarot, so you can see them on the screen, because some people like the visualization of the tarot and the colours. They like to connect with what cards are coming up for them each week, rather than it just being astrology based where they hear what I say but they can't see. So for those people who like the tarot, what I will do now is, the first card is connected to your work and finances. So the Devil card is connected to Capricorn, so maybe you have that stable energy or that workaholic motivation of the Capricorn. It can mean that your work life is controlling you and you need to take a little bit of time out. The Devil represents, it can be a sexual card, but it can mean affairs in the workplace or meeting someone in the workplace on a flirty sexual basis. But it also can mean that you're controlled, and since we're in the rebirth, the Scorpio field of control, I'm going to say that that's what might be what you're facing, is being controlled by your working life. A little bit of time to take time out or take time for yourself at the moment. It may mean that you're looking for work and you're controlled by that fact that you're constantly looking for work at the moment. So whatever it is in your work life or financial life, it feels like it's controlling you instead of the opposite way around. When it comes to emotions for Sagittarian for November, let's see what the cards bring for the emotional aspect or your emotional state of mind to some degree. Let's do that again. So we're looking at the emotions for Sagittarian. Round up the King of Wands. So that says to me, Wands, very strong card. The Wands are represented fire. This is, if you're a male Sagittarian, this is you, but this is about you getting to the heart of the matter. The Wands are work, so it signifies that your emotional state of mind will be fixed on work or new work. So very much, again, already it's linking in with your work situations for Sagittarians. This could be a male energy, but I also think that it represents you getting to grips, being in a stronger place financially or in your working life. when it comes towards that November field, especially even on an emotional level. Let's see what the communication side of things comes in for you when it comes towards November. What are your communication skills going to be like, who with, and what's happening on a communication level for Sagittarians. Again, the Strength card. So this is saying that you're going to be in a strong level of communication. The Strength card is linked to Leo, another fire sign partner. So all your cards are very strong cards, but a lot of them are fire energies, which Sagittarius is a fire sign. This is you getting the strength. Communication is about your strength of communication. So if you're going for a new job, you're going to find the words and have the strength to communicate in a proper manner and way to get that job. If you're talking in partnerships, relationships, you could have come across as a whole lot stronger than you have done in the past. So strong communications for Sagittarians when it comes towards November. I'll look to see what challenges come in next for you, because the challenge side of things, everyone has challenges each month. I wish we didn't, but we'll look at what card comes in for the challenges. The Hierophant, that's ruled or linked towards the Taurian time, but the Hierophant is someone that's in authority in some way. So your challenge may be that you're dealing with someone in authority, connecting, maybe it's on a work link or a business link, but there's someone in authority in some way for the Sagittarian that may bring a challenge. It could be your boss, it could be an employee, it could be somebody to do with loans or money in some way, but it's somebody in authority that may well around the third week bring a little bit of a challenge that you're having to deal with. Your Hierophant is based on Taurus, so again it's being practical about that challenge that's around you. Instead of just thinking hastily, think practically about that challenge. Right, let's have a look what comes through for the overall view for Sagittarians for the month of November. Let's see how the month itself is placed, because a lot of it is work for you, but let's just see how the overall view is that the tarot gives us for it. Again, the High Priestess. So for those that are spiritual, it's about using your intuition. It's about being guided by spirit, guided by intuition. So the whole month is going from your gut, rather than listening to others or what others say. It's about listening to yourself more. So the overall view for Sagittarians is intuition, speaking from the mind, from a higher place, from a deeper understanding within yourself. So it's about connecting within the spiritual realm or within your own inner emotions. So the overall view is quite a spiritual one where you're taking a bit of time back, retreating, media, yoga, meditation, in order to come out the other side, maybe when you hit the Sagittarian field. So quite a spiritual spin for Sagittarians. It's about you digging deep, taking some time out for yourself. Wishing you well, dear Sagittarius. Have a wonderful month of November. I hope that it is a game changer for you, and I hope that it brings you or takes you in new directions with your work. Please tune in to December's video scopes or connect with me on a weekly overview via YouTube over the next week or so. Take care, and wishing you well, and see you again hopefully next month for the December scopes. Bye bye.